Hey guys, how's it going? Ghosty Rich here today, and we are going to be putting on a new rear view mirror. As you can see, this is the rear view mirror, and when you get a new rear view mirror, you usually have what is known as, some people call it tombstone, some people call it a slide key. You'll see that one edge has a ridge, and that ridge of course will slide into the mirror, or if it has a dimple like so, you'll see that a screw will be right here. So to get these off, usually there's a screw, you loosen it and then slide this out. Make sure when we're putting our adhesive on that you put it on this side, not this side. Now the adhesive we're going to be using is right here. It's just made by Permatex and it's super easy to use. Now we had a previous mirror, so what we did is, you can see we've put a silver line where we want it, and we did that on the outside, and it's a washable marker, so that way you don't accidentally glue over top of it. So what we did is on this side of the window, you can see I'm aiming the light on this side, is where we put it, not on the inside. So after that, we cleaned up all the old residue off, and now I'm going to show you what we're going to do with the tombstone here. So first thing you're going to do is make sure you have your glue, and then the next thing that we're going to do is just I'm going to quickly take a browse over the instructions, and we'll go from there. Cool. Alright guys, so a very important note is, when you're doing this, make sure that you clean it with a cleaner that isn't like Windex or something that's going to leave a residue behind. You're going to want to clean it just with, the best thing to clean windows with so you don't get swirls and stuff is just a little bit of water and white vinegar. Yeah, it stinks, but it doesn't leave a residue behind, and it eats up and evaporates. So it's really good to use because you don't want that alcoholic finish. So once you get that all cleaned up like so, next thing we're going to do is prepare the tombstone and get ready to put that on. So stay tuned. So there's our towelette. As you can see, it comes with this little tubey and this. So next thing you're going to do is, after you do the water and white vinegar, if you want, you take this, and that's your nice little towelette. You don't have to do the vinegar if you don't want to. I just do that for extra clean, and then you can also just use this. So you're going to take that, wipe off the area, and make sure, again, that you're doing this, if you can, in a garage or somewhere that's between 10 and say 12 degrees. Somewhere, you don't want it cold, because if it's freezing, then you're not going to get the perfect seal that you want. The perfect cast. Anyways, so, alright guys, so at this point you're going to want to peel this off. If you don't want to do the white vinegar, you don't have to, or the water and white vinegar. I just decided that, I've done that in the past and it's been really good. So you take this little towelette, it's also a primer, so you're going to rub that over top of here. After you're done and you clean that all nicely up, then we've got this, which also came in the package, which is our glue or adhesive. And what we're going to do from that point is we're going to open up the bottle. We're going to put a dab. Remember, a dab on the flat side, not the dimple side, okay? So once you got that nice and ready to go, you're going to put a dab, or just a couple drops on here, and then we're going to hold it up and make sure, again, if you want to, if you have a small level, you can put a level on there to make sure your mirror is level. All up to you. Again, it all depends if you have a small level to hold it and put it up. So, once I have the tombstone up there, I'll show you what it looks like. So, as you can see here, we have the towelette, and this is also our primer. We're going to pick that up, and we're going to rub it on the window. Again, a thing for you to know is, with this primer that we're putting on the window, after it's on, you do not want to, of course, get your finger goo on that primer. So don't poke it or anything after that, and don't wipe it off. We've now got our primer on there. Next thing we're going to do is get our adhesive ready. Now you need to let that sit there for about 2 minutes, okay? Perfect. So if you look here, you can see that it's now dry. That's what you're basically looking for when I said 2 minutes. You're waiting for that liquid to dry. And then from this point, we're going to add our adhesive right there. We're just going to have to cut the tip off, so give us 1 sec here. So as you can see, we cut off the tip. Just the tip. Okay? And as you can see, it's puking over a little bit. That's healthy. Don't worry about it. And now remember, flat side, not dimple side. we have the glue. Just like so. Hold. And from this point, it'll be very boring because all we're going to do is hold. So, I'm going to pause it and show you after we finish holding.
You got the...
Alright, so from this point, leave it for 15 minutes. Now, the reason why you didn't see me use a level is because we have an orbital mirror. If you look at it, it's got an orbital joint, so there's absolutely no reason for us to make sure it's 100% level unless you're OCD. If you're OCD, then take that level and make sure it's good. Otherwise, you can always stare at your rearview mirror, which is not a bad thing, but it's all good. In the hood. Yeah. So, at this point, leave it for 15 minutes. After you applied the adhesive, a good thing to note is that you hold it up and on there for 1 minute, flat against the window. So that way, of course, it's set. So you might think it's set, but even if you think it's set, make sure that you hold it for that 1 minute. All right? All right. So for the last part, as you can see, our RIP sign or tombstone or rip matches that side. So both of them match. Now we'll slide it, as you can see, just over the groove. Depending on how yours goes, you know. And then now just one screw and he's got a mirror again. Ta-da! And like I said, you can adjust it the way he wants to. And I ended up giving it a half an hour. Why not? Give it that little extra to completely harden. You know, some paints say, oh yeah, it'll be good, eh? But yeah, anyways, tighten down that screw, ready to go. Depending on the mirror, that process will change on how it ties on. So other than that, thanks again for watching. Press the like button if it helped you out and subscribe for more videos. Peace.